New South Wales Premier Chris Minns.
Karen Webb, the Commissioner for Police in New South Wales, and the Minister for Police, Yasmin Catley, in Surrey Hills this morning to speak about several aspects of police investigations and the community coming together over the next few days. Firstly, the Commissioner for Police and myself have just returned from Bondi Junction, Westfield, where centre management are opening up that venue for members of the public. Trading won't take place, but it is an opportunity to reflect as a community on the last week and, most importantly, pay tribute to the 6 people that lost their lives as a result of that terrible and horrifying crime last Saturday. I think that the opportunity to do that as a community is very important. It's the first step in healing. As I said to a few people this morning, it's not back to normal for Sydney, but this is an opportunity to get some kind of grieving and to turn the page on what's been a very difficult period. And I know that many people want to express solidarity and sincere condolences to those that have lost loved ones. There's also a major vigil that will take place at Bondi Beach on Sunday night at 5:30, and we encourage members of the public to come along to that vigil, perhaps not to bring flowers, but to bring a candle to show some community solidarity and send a massive message to the 6 families who've lost loved ones that we're thinking of them, we care for them, and we want them to get through this together. There's been, in the midst of so much violence and anxiety in the community, an overwhelming public response to the suffering of those families, and it's wonderful to see that we are a community that can come together, that we're a community that can stand together in difficult periods and show that that grief is universal when it's felt by one family or one individual. I've also been bowled over by reports of the community rallying around New South Wales Police and the paramedics, as well as hospital staff. This morning I was able to visit Prince of Wales Hospital, the paramedic station at Randwick, as well as Waverley Police Station, and speak to the first responders who went to Bondi Junction to protect the community, to save lives, to ensure that they were doing their job in a diligent and professional way. They exhibited the finest traditions of public service in New South Wales, and as I've said many times, we owe them a huge debt of gratitude. I spoke to young police officers that said for the first time in their careers they were walking down the street in Bondi or Waverley and complete strangers were coming up to them, thanking them for their service to the state and wishing them the best. I'd love to be able to do that 365 days of the year, but it's amazing when we have big traumas and terrible crimes, how much we remember the importance of New South Wales Police and how it's regular people doing an extraordinary job to keep us safe. There's also examples of members of the public. There was the first paramedic on scene on Saturday after the shift was completed, went to the pizza shop to order pizzas for the entire crew. Before he had an opportunity to pay, a young bloke whipped out his card, paid for all the pizzas. When the paramedic asked for his name, he wouldn't give it, and he just walked out the store. I mean, that's sort of quiet gestures of decency for one another, I think hopefully can be the hallmark of what has been a terrible week in New South Wales.